Any limp raises around. Very happy to be running it. Sometimes he has aces, and that's cool. So we've got 8 players left at the moment. One guy with 11 bigs, and then everyone with 20 to 50 bigs beyond that, because the blinds did just go up in queen. This is going to be an open. I think I could free bet against chip leader, but like I said, I've not seen him be too out of line yet. And it's like a low EV spot when he's opening from another gun. But if I see a really wide hand get to showdown now, maybe that will completely adjust the way I approach this dynamic. And ace jack suited is a pretty good hand, pretty credible. 8-7 suited is chip EV, a really good free bet candidate in the big blind, but in this situation we want to be more blocker oriented. So I'd much rather have like an offsuit ace-x or a suited king or a suited ace, so I'm just going to call. But if this was like early in the tournament, I'd consider free bet. I think a little bit deeper would be nicer too. Suited connectors are going to massively go down in value as soon as you get below 50 to 60 big blinds. And that is a big C bet. Definitely doesn't need to bet that big. Could bet like 1 to 2 big blinds here. Betting a relatively dry board into 2 players. So this bet size is already saying a better hand than mine. It's going to be like ace-7 plus, I would say, once it's this big into 2 players. Meaning my hand's already a bluff catcher, and I don't really have many ways to improve. And obviously ICM, so I don't want to take marginal spots. So I was just going to fold, even if the small blind folded. Because my hand is just super marginal. If I had like 8-7 of hearts, then I'd call it the small blind folds. Once the small blind's in, it's just super easy fold. So this is a good free bet candidate, which I will take if Mr. Brazil wants to open in the cutoff. Let's make it fruity 5.9 sizing. So imagine if you're the small blind here and you're looking down at like even pocket nines. There's just so much more pressure than a usual situation. Usually, like, whatever, if you've got it, you've got it. But you look down at some of the closer hands in this spot and you're like, oh man, I don't want to take it. I don't want to do it. Phew. Close. Only opening because I have position on the 2 stacks that cover me. If either of these players were in position this hand, I would not open. Ace-8, I'd just fold 2. I think it's a nice spot to size up with some other Broadway hands with some pocket pairs. And that is a very, very, very bad card. Now, the fact that I have the pairs, my opponent is super weighted towards flushes. Like, flushes are always going to call the flop, and there's not that much other stuff there, so it's either bet small, don't put any more chips in, or check back, just weighing up my options. Is my opponent going to find a check raise bluff if I bet small? Probably not. It's pretty hard to do that, and I'm still uncapped. I think a lot of people see this small bet on the turn, and they just can't resist raising now because they want to get all the max value with their flushes, or they don't get to bluff the river. It'll put me in the bin, which is nice too. Or we don't get the 4th club river, which would have been really difficult to play. Could give a walk, but let's go then. I think I've just 1 big blind range on this board. King 3 rainbow. Let's go over to barrel now. Or check. And I don't mind either. I'm gonna go barrel. Well, I have 5 high. It's got to be a bad bluff because I block 3x, and 3x is going to be call folding a lot. He could still have a king. Maybe he does have ace high that didn't jam. Maybe he does have queen high that called twice. It's tough to fold, really tough. I'm tempted to just put a really tiny bet in, just in case it's any like 3x with up to 10 high. I mean, I think this bet is going to be good as long as he doesn't call it with like 10 high. Queen high? Queen high, okay. Nice hand by him. Annoying river, like I did get value on the turn there. I think it's fine. I'll have another run through that hand in a second. 8-6. Kind of close, I'm going to allow for some collision. Him checking back, good. Him calling flop, good. Him calling turn, standard. Yeah, and then on the river, he's either going to have a hand like this, queen jack, jack 10, like a random, like 10, 8 of hearts could be there when I bet 1 big blind on the flop. So on the river, he could obviously still have like free deuce, free four, free five, free like all of these different free high hands, and they're either going to bluff me if I check. Like if I check, I always lose. So it's just if it's worth, if that one big blind is really it's gonna get me enough folds to make it worthwhile, and I felt like it would. I think we do hear from a king sometimes earlier on as well, like pre-flop or on the flop on the turn. It could obviously be a nine sometimes too. It could be like nine, eight of clubs. Check back, call flop, call turn. Pocket sixes. This is not a hand worth very much. So it's close between open and fold actually, and I'm gonna go fold. It might seem pretty tight, but I think that it's pretty fine to fold there. We're only 5 antes now as well. Like there's not as much to win. It's just you just don't want to play low cards so much. And obviously allowing these to battle, allowing one of these guys to get it all in is worth a lot more to me than whatever these can do against these ranges and these hands. So he's gonna do his huge open to 4x now and give me an easy time getting away. It's like he can hear me. Yeah, I don't think I can fold this one. 9-4 suited fold, 9-6 suited easy call. But I don't know, man. I mean, I've got a lot. It's these two big blinds are worth a lot for me right now. I really don't know. I, I think it's really close, and if it's close, I'm gonna be passive. Ace 9 suited. 3-bet fold seems good. They should have a super wide open range. It's really hard to 4-bet enough. Just in general, the button is opening a lot, which they should be, but then they're not 4-betting enough. That's definitely a big place I can take advantage. They're just gonna have way too many folds. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come on, you've opened every time. Don't give me a walk. 3.5 bigs. Finds his first limp. Okay. Any limp raises around? Is there any room for click? No, I think it just goes in. I think it just goes in. Yeah, I don't really want to click fold with anything, so I'm just going to run it. Very happy to be running it. Sometimes he has aces, and that's cool. No snap means we're going to get tank safe face fold because he's bluffing. That's a spot where you don't get snapped. You're getting folds. King 8 suited. Just going to defend. Sort of texture that might have some leads, but not necessarily. Let's see what he does. Check back. So the 10's not amazing, but check back. It's usually just going to be 2 overs, so I think I'm just going to take a stab. I would expect hands like King Queen, Queen Jack, even maybe Ace Jack to start overfolding the turn if they check back. So when we block King 10 of diamonds, feels nice. I think we mainly just see passivity on turn streets when people check back. And I was going to say as well, if they do check back and call, they could have like a 5 or pocket sixes, and then we've got 2 overs against that type of hand. So now my thought on the river is I could block rather than check decide, because if I check, I probably should check fold. I think block is nice. I'm going to run into a 10x sometimes, but I'm going to run into pocket sixes, maybe like a 5, ace 3, king 3, pocket 4s. Don't call in. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, so this is a print chip EV call, but it's not a spot I want to take right now. It could make something in ICM, but I don't think it's worth the risk reward. I'm never going to be that far ahead. I suspect it would be like King 8 suited for me to call there. Oh. Wow, that's painful. Ace 5 offsuit into aces. I don't think. I don't know. I feel like ace 5 offs might not jam there. I'm not 100%. Leaning towards the fact it would fold. It'd be like ace 8 off, but I can't say that with good confidence. Obviously, it's a chippy V jam, but hey, thought we were friends. First time I've seen this guy free bet. Do I call and wait for a clean flop, or do I run it now? I can see 10's just jamming, so I think call. It's hard to not go broke now. Oh, I like check. I like check. Gonna put you on ace king. Surely ace king jams too, right? Maybe it's just a 10? King 10? Is that a straight? What do you have? I think nine's jams free. Feels like it's a really weak hand. Like it's ace 9, but well, surely that's c-bets. King queen, maybe. Yeah, maybe king queen. I'm just gonna bet small. Hope for the best. I think maybe it was just ace king. I feel like all options on the table. Call, jam, fold. I feel like he's playing tight. Maybe call. Maybe call is the answer there. Yeah, I think I'll free that. The spot. Yeah. Finding some premium hands, tell you that. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho. So normally I'd size up a lot for ICM, so just size up a little bit, I guess. Just go half. Just want to start making king and jack X indifferent already on the flop. Don't want to give his like king 5 of diamonds an easy time. And this is pretty strange. It's a small raise as well. Is it just like 2 pair? Ace queen jams pre. What on earth do you have, sir? I mean, it might just always be king jack. What else could it be? I guess I don't have the 10 of hearts. But you could call with that too. Yeah, I'm very happy about that turn. I guess ace 10 got there against us, but if he's got that, he's got it. Ace queen doesn't exist. King jack just feels like the hand he's trying to wreck. Maybe sometimes it's ace. No, ace jack surely jams free. Maybe ace jack, but I think that just calls flop. I don't know, this is some funky line. I feel like it might be doing some wild bluff here, so let's give him all the rope that he needs. Is it just always king jack? What are my bluffs? 10x of hearts. There ain't many, I'll tell you that. I think I'm just going to jam though. Tempted to, I mean, if he's doing some goofy bluff, it's tempting to bet like a big blind and try and juice or something, but I just can't see him finding a check raise bluff here. I think it's more likely he's got king jack and heroes it. I guess it was some goofy hand. Maybe I just had a king. Nah, I think I want to open jam a lot. Really leverage my position now. This is the chip lead we wanted. Jacks, cut off versus button free bet. You flat them, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, instead of jamming, obviously use a jam with the pocket fours. Yeah, that jack spot. I don't know. I felt like tens wasn't going to free bet induce pre, and if tens doesn't free bet induce pre, like my jam with jacks is I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me. Like in theory it might be, but oh, can we flip? That's not a flip. I don't mind losing this one. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, who do we want to win this one? I'll take a diamond. Why not? Let's stay 400. Nope. GG, sir. 3 left now. Guaranteed 5.2. I'll find an ICM sim similar to that jack spot, and then just think about the range they're supposed to play versus I think they're playing. Because it might still be a jam. It just felt weird in my head. If I didn't think tennis was going to be there. I think I just checked back with this king jack. Don't want to get check raised. Got some showdown. Yeah, I was wondering if I should free bet the flop with tens as well. Just because felt so weird. Gonna call. 2.5x check flop, bet turn. It feels like pocket tens or like a 9. I'm not gonna bluff on that real well. Maybe I win. Ace 9, yeah, it makes sense. Why are you leading this board? Eight doesn't feel like I'm getting that many folds. 7-5 gets there, 7-8's not folding. 9-7, 9-10. I think we're checking realize. Would have bluffed on a heart. What is it? Lead 9-6-4 flush draw. I don't know. I'll take a walk, thank you. I got limp, I got jam, I got min raise. Because I've min raised a lot. Let's do that again. And now I've got check raise, I've got big bet. I think I like big bet. When you say you're wagering money, jacks as a jam, it depends if you mean in theory, because in theory I'm fully reserved to the fact that going all in with jacks there will make sense, but I'm pretty sure theory will have completely different constructed range for both of us and for the future game, because the other players at the table are giving us so much EV in other ways, and I'm not saying that means that jacks is therefore not a jam. That's just what my gut said in game. But if I jam jacks here, I'm gonna get called by queens, kings, and aces. I'm gonna lose a really good spot that I'm in. I'm gonna just take a lot of variance that I don't need to in this on this final table, given how it's played out. And yeah, I'm getting walks by the chip leader. He's got 30 bigs. he's giving me walks. So this situation, I think it's really underestimated how much EV we get given sometimes in these other dynamics. And this guy's just been playing super passive so far, at least. I think I go for just bet with this hand. Nice. But everyone's just been playing really passive. I've just been like taking these small jabs over and over again, like raise take, and it's been working great. I've not really had big swings. The only big swing I had, I lost like freeze against jacks. Didn't really change that much about the situation. I don't know. I mean, that's just what my gut said about the context. Not if it was a different setup, I'd be loving life jamming jacks there, just like yes, they free bet me. But in this spot, it just felt like, oh no, I'm against too strong of a range. Or if he does have the bluffs and he's polar, like I'm fine playing against that with jacks because if I get a good board, it's just going to be the better situation to get it in. Like, these are not the guys to like triple off with bluffs, are they? Or like do anything crazy. I'm not folding jack nine suited. Where's your snap check? Where's your snap check? He bets. He likes to check with second pair. Really tempted to click it, but don't want to lose my consolidated second place here. Yeah, gotta run 7-6 suited. Okay. Ace king. We can run that down. Is that a double gutter? Oh, that's not a good turn. It went from 50% to 18. We can still get there. Ayah. Ayah. Yeah, big flip. Shame. Oh, what a hand to find with 4.7 bigs. I feel like I might even get this through against these guys. Damn it. Sad feeling. They're just waiting for the nuts. They say, I'm not getting away from this. Unless they're both all in. Yeah, I can't get away. As much as I don't know, my poker brain is scared because I don't know. Like, maybe I shouldn't be scared here, but this doesn't feel as good as it looks. 6 point. How can I fold? How can I consider folding? He shouldn't jam with like ace two suited, right? 8-9 suited. Can I fold here? Am I thinking crazy? Am I thinking crazy? I just can't get much EV back with this stack is the problem. I was not thinking crazy. I was not thinking crazy. Get that back. Oh man. I don't know, 6.5 bigs there. When he jams 12, it didn't feel like a call just because of the way these guys have been playing. Maybe I'm massively biased by what I've seen so far, but I mean I'll take it. I like seeing all the arguments in the chat about the Jackson 10 spot. Oh man, I should have folded that ace 8 offsuit. I just knew I could have made the exploit fold, but it is what it is.